Hi, I'm Cedric from Ratings.com. Today, we're testing the Sony X930D. The Sony X930D is a high-end 4K LED TV available in two sizes, 55 and 65. We bought the 55-inch, but the test results should also correspond to the 65. Let's take a look at the design before going into the picture quality. The design is decent, nothing exceptional, but at least it doesn't look cheap either. The borders are small and made out of plastic. From the side, the upper third is thin, but the bottom is thicker. Some people reported a bent frame at the top, especially on the 65-inch. Luckily, ours is pretty straight. The stand has a small footprint, which is pretty nice, considering most other TVs have a stand almost as wide as the TV itself. As for the inputs, they are located in multiple places, which is not ideal. Most of them are at the side of the TV, but there's only one HDMI there. The rest of them are at the back. At least, the inputs can be hidden behind plastic covers, even on the stand, so you can arrange all your cables neatly. The TV uses a pretty big power brick in order to make it thinner. Unfortunately, it's going to add clutter to your setup. Now let's talk about the important stuff, the picture quality. The contrast ratio is average. The blacks are not as deep in a dark room as the VisoP series or the Samsung KS8000, but it is better than the cheaper Sony X930D. At least, it has a local dimming feature to improve the blacks, and it works surprisingly well for an edge-lit TV. You can see a bit of blooming around bright objects, but it is not as bad as the vertical bar on the Samsung. The VisoP definitely wins this test with its full array backlight. The gray uniformity is average. It shouldn't be an issue with sports, even though it has a little bit of dirty screen effect across the screen. The bigger issue is with darker edges and corners. If you care about uniformity, you should go with the Samsung instead, which is not perfect, but definitely better. Motion blur is great. There is very little trail following moving objects. It is about the same as the VisoP and cheaper Sony. Both Sony TVs actually have a wide range of options to control motion. The input lag is a bit high, even in game mode. It won't be an issue for casual gamers, but if you will only play video games on your TV, you are better off with either the Samsung or the Vizio. As with most LCD TVs, it loses picture quality at an angle. As soon as you're off to the side, the colors loses saturation and shifts. If you have a wide living room with multiple viewing positions, go with the Sony X930D since it maintains better color accuracy at an angle. Reflections are good. The screen is glossy, which is not for everyone since the reflections are more defined, but you can see the picture behind our window more than on the VisoP. The Samsung is even better at reducing reflections. For HDR, it can get very bright, especially on small highlights. It doesn't stay constant though. The luminosity cycles slowly in time between 1000 nits down to 500 nits over the course of a few minutes. But even with this downside, it is a very bright TV. It has a wide color gamut, which is great for HDR. Not as wide as a Samsung, but the difference is not really noticeable. It is noticeably better than the VisoP though. As for the smart features, it is Android TV. The homepage is not as streamlined as the competition. It feels more bloated and it takes a long time to boot. It comes with a basic remote. Nothing fancy, but it does the job. Overall, it's a great TV. Great picture quality for movies, great motion handling, and can get very bright. However, it loses picture quality at an angle, and the input lag is a bit high. In the end, it's a great TV, but it is a little bit hard to recommend since it's priced higher than the competition, and it's not really the best at anything. If you can find it at a discount, go for it. Otherwise, you're better off with another TV. You can find all our test results and our latest recommendation on our website. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel and see you next time.